Welcome one, welcome all to the Phoenix Knight Railblade build. This build is one of my buddies, and it's about as AIDS as it can be, turning any match against it into an ABA fight. Today we're going to go over the talents, the stats, and how you can become the most cancer person in your guild. So let's get into it. So here is all of the talents listed. We will have a build link in the description for those who want to see pre and post shrine stats. And we're going to go over a couple of talents that really make this build as scary and effective as it can be. Alright, so the core of this build is the fact that we're using both Crystal and Lava Serpent. And now you may be asking yourself, well, Infekted, how can these two together be so scary? Well, that's what this build is for. And the first big thing is the fact that we have Temperature Shock, which means our fire mantras detonate any crystals that get onto the player. So that means we're dealing extra damage right off the bat, as well as the fact that with Lava Serpent, we're flinging people everywhere. So as they're being flung, you can hit them with Ice Mantras, Crystal Knees, and everything else in your arsenal to do more damage that they can't really avoid. And you can keep them in one spot while you beat their ass and turn them into a mobile trampoline. So along with Lava Serpent and Crystal, we also have Hell's Partisan, which turns all of our mantras, once we have it procced, into mobile trampoline generators. And what I mean by this is the fact that when you land any mantra, you get a little spear from the heavens that comes out and hits your opponent and usually would set them on fire, but in this case it triggers a Lava Serpent explosion and just turns the person into a free combo for you to wail on them. It's really fun because you can just keep comboing into things like your Railblade crits and any other mantras you feel like adding in there, which then adds more Hell's Partisans and then just turns their screen into a fucking FPX nightmare. It's not fun, but play it anyways. Our last big offensive talent is Empowered Eruption, and there's a really cool little interaction with Railblade that you can do that makes this talent that much deadlier. So how Railblade works is on its ground crit, its first hit is a knockdown, which will then empower your next eruption, and a secondary hit comes that is fire based, which then triggers and procs that bigger, more empowered eruption, essentially meaning that any crits that you do just make a bigger eruption by default, which is really scary. And now you're probably thinking, well, Infekted, what if they manage to parry it and they finally start trying to fight back? Well, they can't, because you have Molten Defense, and if you get block broken, you just get a free Lava Serpent eruption on top of them, basically giving you a free vent. You get all the defense you need, including vents, and then you get all the offense you need, which basically is playing ABA, but in Deepwoken. Go crazy. With that in mind, however, that's all the talents and stats that we wanted to highlight, so we're going to go into the montage, and don't forget, please like and subscribe if you want to see more builds. We drop at least one each week. See you guys later.